Good morning, my friends. Welcome to class. Let's get started. This is Foundations of English 9 for Tuesday, the 22nd of September, 2020. Today we're all about planning the final activity, the major assignment for this unit. So today you're going to be doing a discussion board post. There is no assignment in Google Classroom. There is nothing else for you to complete, just the Canvas discussion board. I'm going to go through exactly what that looks like with you today. Also, you have your quill, and then make sure you're checking Canvas and you're updating scores. Also, make sure if you complete something and it is already graded, you need to send me an email that says, please check this assignment and tell me which ones. You can also send me a message in Canvas. Either way works fine. Activity 16 is your writing task. Now, this is not just a writing task, it's actually a speaking task as well. You hopefully have been given lots of opportunities to practice speaking in your high school career so far. It is a skill that you really need to master as you go on to college or the workplace, because speaking professionally and speaking to an audience is really an important thing to know how to do. It's also something that you have to do a lot of before you get comfortable with it. So if you will, we're engaging in deliberate practice in something that is challenging and difficult, but that you get better at as you practice it. So you are going to prepare and give a speech. You have a choice. You can either do this alone or you can work with a partner. You can work with anyone in class. Okay, if you need suggestions, I'm happy to offer suggestions. And when you do the discussion board post today as well, you might find someone who wants to do the same topic as you. It is no different grade-wise whether you work alone or with a partner. It does give you a little bit less to do if you work with a partner. So this speech is going to give advice to help someone improve their performance in one specific activity. So you're going to use and apply Colvin's information from the article that you've now summarized and talked about and written about, and you're going to apply that idea of deliberate practice in this speech. So today, on your discussion board, the goal is to understand the assignment, understand the purpose of the assignment, like why you're doing it, and then ask questions to make sure you understand. Now you can find all of these things in the Activity 16 document attached to the Google Classroom post and the Canvas post. But again, there is nothing to do in this document. You are not writing this or doing this speech today. These are just the instructions, and this is just the major scope of the assignment so you understand what to do when we get there. We will go through this step by step just like we did with the summary. So the assignment is this: a speech. What does it take to be great? Advice to an aspiring blank. So you are going to choose some kind of activity that someone can get good at. So for example, how could a soccer coach encourage his players to improve performance and achieve greatness? What might a music teacher say to a glee club member or choir member to help hit the winning notes? What about a dance teacher, a writing coach, a director? So you are taking the place of that teacher or coach or director, and you see someone in your class or in your team who has potential, and you really want to help build their potential and help them develop in this field. So you are going to use the research from Colvin's article to give them 3 to 5 tips on how to improve their performance. For each one, you're going to give specific examples of what they can do and exercises or tasks that will best illustrate that. This is going to end up being a 2 to 4 minute presentation. You can also do a video instead if you would prefer to videotape it and then present that. That is also fine. You're going to include a slide deck, so it has to have slides with it. It has to have an introduction, which gives the purpose and draws in your audience. Just like in Colvin's article, he asked what makes Michael Jordan great as his opener. You're going to have something that draws your audience in. The body of the essay or of the speech will offer tips with specific tasks or examples that your audience can use to improve their performance, and then a conclusion which restates the main points and the purpose and ends your speech on a strong note. Again, we will go through all these parts together, but that's the basic outline of what it will include. So here's the discussion board post you're going to complete. This again is your main activity for today. In Canvas, you're going to find the discussion on Activity 15, and it should say, first, tell me what the assignment is in your own words. In other words, restate what you think you have to do on this speech and write it for number 1. Second, ask a question. Some of you wrote, I don't know, for your question last time. That is not a question. You have to have one. Even if it's something specific about one part of the assignment, or if it's more general about, like, can I do this? Can I do that? Is this okay? Would this be a good example? Okay. And then finally, what might you write about? You're choosing any skill or activity that can be improved through practice. And it doesn't have to be something that you're already good at. It can be something that you understand. So, like, I might write about tennis, for example. I played tennis when I was a kid, but I haven't played in years. So I might be looking at tennis as a good thing for me to write about because I know about it. I know some things that could improve someone's performance, but it's not something that I personally have mastered or am perfect at. So that's what you're looking for, a sport, an activity, literally anything that you can do and get better at. And then in number 3, again, just give me a list of a few things that you think you might want to write about. Choose something ideally that you genuinely enjoy. So that is your main assignment, doing that discussion post on Canvas. And then do your quills, number 2 today. Remember, you have 4 of those due this week. If you have questions, please let me know. If you need to meet with me, if you're falling behind or you're stuck, please let me know. I can't see or hear you most of the time in these classes, so it's really hard to tell if you are not there or if you are struggling. So please, please, please reach out and let me know. You can email me, send me a message on Canvas, drop a note in the chat and just say, hey, can we meet? And we will talk about it. So take care of yourselves. Wear a mask. I'll see you tomorrow.